My name is Everett Cole. I'm a soldier, bounty hunter, and gun for hire. I've lived a long and interesting life with many stories and tales to tell. Some that may interest you, some that may scare you, and some that may just tickle you pink. But let me tell you about me first. I was born in 1849 in Waco, Texas. By the time I was 12, there was a great tension amongst the states, and the war had started. With my mother dead and my father at the bottom of a bottle and not worth all the dust in the state, I left home and joined the 7th Texas Infantry Regiment, Company A, the Waco Guards. It was a unit of Confederate States Army Infantry volunteers. We fought most in the Army of Tennessee during the war. The regiment was captured at Fort Donelson in 1862 and sent to northern prison camps. That's where I earned this beautiful mug of mine. After us survivors were exchanged and new recruits added, the regiment was reconstituted, and we fought at Raymond, Jackson, Chickamauga, Missionary Ridge, and Ringgold Gap in 1863. We served in the Atlanta campaign and at Franklin, Nashville, Abbotsboro, and Bentonville from 64 to 65. However, those of us 65 survivors surrendered to William Sherman's federal forces on the 26th of April in 1865. After the war, I drifted mostly, but I eventually felt the call of my beloved Texas and made my way home. On my way, I met a man by the name of John B. Jones. Never heard of the John B. Jones, you say? Well, that's all right. I'll tell you about him. He was a major with the Texas Rangers. I backed him up in a fight with a gang in some no-name plot of dirt, and he was impressed with my skills. Those earned over this war career of mine, soldiering. After that, he offered me a position with the Rangers, and I accepted. In 1880, I resigned and moved to New Austin to seek out a new life. Heard it would be a land of fresh opportunities for those of us wanting one. And it turned out to be a good thing. I met a woman, a good woman, and we decided to start a family. In 1890, my wife had our child, but her and the baby didn't survive the ordeal. I'd been a peaceful man for her, working an honest job. I worked for a freight outfit running supplies and deliveries. But with my wife and child gone, I took up my guns and started making a living any way I could. Bounty hunting is my main income nowadays. Flesh for cash. Dirty business, but pays well. I do dabble in moonshine with those good friends of mine in low places, and several other pursuits. But along my travels, I met a man by the name of Asherton S. Outlander, and he introduced me to a whole new family. One that's come to not replace the one that I lost, but add to it. I've met so many colorful characters, like Jonathan H. Nixon. He's a bounty hunter from Michigan. Good little, interesting man once you get to know him. Always searching for a cousin of his. What was her name again? Abigail Wilson, I believe. She's a fine horsewoman. Excellent to see her work with those animals. True genius when it comes to taking care of those beasts. Several other interesting characters, like James Darkfeather, good friend of mine. He's from Mexico. Horse wrangler, crafter, shaman. There's some Indian in there somewhere. I've met so many people that have helped grow, teach me, and I've taught them, all these young punks. They're good kids. Especially that Dr. J. LaCroix. Meet him. He's a, I guess you call him a witch doctor or a bandit, voodoo monster man, whatever you call him down there, Saint Denis way. Him and Outlander pretty close. Specializes in dark magic, he says. Sounds like a bunch of pig shit if you ask me. Anyway, I invite you to come and get to know my family. Well, friends, that's all the stories I have for you today. Happy trails.